Welcome to Art School Dissections, a podcast made by artists for artists.
We take our pencils
and scalpels
to dissect art education, the industry, and the minds of local artists to help provide resources
and make this whole art thing a little easier.
I'm Maddie Gabhart.
I'm Peyton Hunt, and we are Art School Dissections. Hey.
Hi.
Welcome to episode 2, season 2.
The operating room.
We're so glad you could join us.
This episode, I hope y'all laugh.
I mean, you're gonna have to.
If you don't, oh God.
Yeah, just leave. I'm just kidding, don't leave.
Please don't.
No, it's really funny.
No, but as much as I want you to laugh, I want you to learn too, so there's a few things we're going over in this interview with Jason Morrow.
A good friend.
A good friend. A
yes.
Colleague. What's the word whenever you go to college together? A classmate.
Yes.
Yes.
A friend.
What is this accent we're doing?
I don't know.
Just bear with us,
yes.
guys.
Jason's a great guy. We've known him for a while. And similar to Jagger from our last episode, which you should definitely go back and listen to if you have not already, we've been friends, and we know his stuff is really good, and we wanted him to talk about it. So he did.
He did. So he was an illustration major just like us, but now he has ventured into the world of comics, and that's what he's been doing. And follow him on social media.
Yes.
His comics are phenomenal. They're hilarious and often poignant. But like his journey is something like we wanted to talk about because a lot of people go into a college or go into a major with a certain idea of this is what I'm going to do, and then after they get some information, their decisions are informed by that information.
Yeah.
So people change, people shift, careers grow and do the thing. Like I went into illustration, now I do photography. So it's like have fun with it, pivot.
Art is fluid, and it's fun to see people move through their medium.
Yeah, and that's what Jason did. He also talks about, just to give you a little sneaky preview,
a little spoiler,
his mentor, and we're going to talk about the benefits of that.
Yeah, it's very important to find a mentor if you can. It's not easy, but when you do, it is beneficial. And we're going to learn about what his mentor did for him and how it helped influence his current art and his choices of going to art school and what he ended up studying. And then we're going to touch a little bit on his anthology, Flower Bed, and what it takes to make your own stuff and publish it and sell it and get it out there. Yeah,
so if you're interested in doing it yourself, we have a process for you. We have professional in the building.
Got the info.
Got the inside scoop. So we're journalists now.
Yeah.
Surprise.
So yeah, we hope you enjoy, and to the episode.
All right. Well, today in the studio, we have a special guest, but first, hi, I'm Maddie.
Hi, I'm Peyton.
Special guest, would you like to introduce yourself?
Can they guess me from my swallowing sounds?
Oh, God, I hope not. or do I hope they can?
I hope they don't. I'm Jason Morrow.
Sorry.
Should I say it again?
Yes, you should. I won't cut you off this time.
My name is Jason Morrow. Am I supposed to say more? You guys are looking at me. Do we have a
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, give us a cute little artist statement.
Yeah. So I'm an illustrator, cartoonist, now residing in Columbus, Ohio. I'm originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Philly.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I don't know Philly. I'm sorry.
Cheesesteak, John.
Exactly.
You're... Yeah, that's going to sound horrible.
We can cut that out.
No, it's fine. But I went to the Columbus College of Art and Design where I study illustration. That's how I met you guys.
Yes.
And graduated in 2023 with Peyton. Maddie, you graduated like a year semester early, right?
A year before.
Yeah. I think we had only a small amount of classes together.
We had like
probably 3 or 4-ish.
I guess I have more than with you.
I think so. We just had like the really prominent ones.
Because we sat next to each
Last
other
classes.
in lettering.
Yeah, we had lettering
And I was
together.
delirious.
It's 8 a.m. class.
I forgot your lettering was 8 a.m.
It was an experience
Yeah,
to be that precise that early.
yeah.
It's okay.
I just brought back bad memories for her.
I'm just gonna start crying over the letter S.
Yeah. I also, I make most of my time. I make comic strips, and self-publish them. And okay, the cavalry's gone.
They're just excited about your work.
Yeah,
it's cheering you on.
Yeah, this is like
I'm gonna get arrested for how
how good it is.
Yeah,
for how silly goofy.
But I self-publish them myself. Most of the time, I just like print them out at my printer at home.
Cool.
And staple them, cut them.
Ooh.
The last book I do a comic book series called Flower Bed, which is a comic anthology series, different short stories. Mm-hmm. The last book I did was about 40 pages, and I actually.
That's a lot of pages. Sorry.
The next one I'm doing, the next thing I'm doing is more pages. So we'll see how that goes.
More pages.
More than 40?
Around like 55, 56.
Oh, that's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I hope.
I believe in you.
But,
it's going to be really good.
Yeah, Jason does good stuff. We're excited to have him on. We're just going to cut right to the chase.
Mm-hmm.
What was art school like for you? Just in overall broad strokes.
Broad strokes.
Paint strokes, if you will.
Oh my God, I didn't even think of that.
Or charcoal. I mean, what have you?
Oh my God. Yeah, this is gonna be unusable. But altogether, I guess art school was kind of like a 50-50 sort of thing for me personally. I think it has more to do with my sort of ideas on the actual major of illustration.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I had a lot of classes where they were really good and taught me a lot of stuff. Like I learned a lot of like digital tools, computer stuff from like John Cairns. Love John.
Oh yeah, love John.
Because before I went to school, I had no idea how to do any of that stuff. I was like fully refused to even do any like digital stuff. But now like I use that stuff in all my work in design, Illustrator, Photoshop.
Love her.
Procreate,
Oh, love her.
But also I feel like some of the stuff I kind of had to learn on my own a bit. And I feel like sometimes they sort of assumed you already know how to do stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to make this negative, but it's like
like honest opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your experience.
It's not going to be perfect. There's going to be some stuff in there. It's not great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think just the main problem is just like in illustration, it's such a big, a wide variety of things you could cover in that.
Yeah.
Like even in our capstone class, we had, I don't know if it was the same for you, Maddie, but I just crossed my arms and rubbed the mic. Look how big the thing was. But while we were in that class, we had like book illustrators. We had game design. You did a pitch Bible, right?
Yeah.
For your game.
Yeah.
And we had it's like background artists and
sport illustration. Video game design.
Yeah, it was just so big, and the whole project was basically put something together.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
You don't really need to finish it.
Yeah.
That was a big thing. Was some teachers would be like, you don't have to finish it fully, and then some teachers would be like,
wild.
Like you better finish it or else.
I had to finish mine.
Yeah, I always finish mine. Oh yeah. But because of like how wide it was, I feel like there was no real like understanding how to get into what you wanted to do. If you're like a game designer, pitch Bible making type of thing, there wasn't really a class to tell you how do you get into this sort of world or whatever.
Yeah, not at all.
No direction into after school
No.
life.
I wonder if that's how it is for all the majors, because I feel like one of the big things in school in general is like, how do you actually break into any of this stuff?
Well, I feel like illustration was missing the like internship, like necessary
requirement.
credits.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I know AdGraph had it.
Industrial design.
And I think maybe not video, but photography or another one of those. They're in like the upstairs floor of Kinney.
Right.
Where like you need an internship.
Film and photography.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I feel like illustration was really lacking because they spread you so thin. You weren't really honing in one craft until your last semester where they're like, well, who are you?
Right.
It's like, show us who you are. It's like, well, you haven't given me the chance to find that.
Yeah.
Like I've tried everything and now I'm like stuck spread so thin.
Yeah, because I know you specifically did like a bunch of different classes. Didn't you do pottery at one point? Yeah, you did pottery.
She does it well.
Thank you.
I actually have one of your skull guys. I have it like on my desk on the lamp. But you did sculpting, you did etching, right?
Yeah,
printmaking. Matt, did you do any extracurricular stuff that wasn't really?
I did jewelry making.
Jewelry making, yeah.
Yeah, I did a few other things, but I didn't have a whole lot of time to explore like I would have because I was a transfer student.
Right.
So that kind of cut out all my fun exploratory classes, and I had to this is what the major requires. That kind of leads me to my next question. How has the illustration major helped you? Or has it at all? It's really like a nail on the head with what you were saying. I just think that's so funny.
I don't know why you guys are laughing. That's crazy. Man, it's a good thing it's not this isn't be recorded film wise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no one else is gonna hear this.
Yeah.
So how has it helped me?
Yeah. Or has it helped you? Like illustration as a major.
I think a bit. I think the big thing, and this is just like with school in general, is whatever major you're going to go into, you're going to find like peers in the thing. Because where I grew up, there was not really art people. Like pretty much all my friends are not like artists. You know, they might do some other things. They do music, but a lot of them just, don't do sort of creative fields as their main work.
Yeah.
But actually coming here and being with a group of people like that, it's been very nice to sort of bounce things off one another. And also I feel like I've learned more from like my peers, honestly, than some classes. Because I feel like in some classes, like I said earlier, they expect you to know what you're doing, or they tell you do something once and then expect you to remember it. And I'm definitely not one of those folks.
Same. That's uncanny. This leads into the next question. How were your interactions with professors versus other professionals and your peers?
Professors, I would say 9 out of 10 times it was always good. Teachers were always really good, always willing to help. I can't stress enough, like actually going to your teachers, like either after class or outside of class, whether through emails and stuff, to ask them for help. Because a lot of times, like they can't really, really answer your specific questions to a group of like 20, 30 kids.
Yeah.
And also some people just like don't want to ask a question in front of a whole class. I've had that plenty of times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it's just important to sort of get a connection with them,
Yeah.
Like, don't brown nose, but like genuinely like be interested in what you want to do and ask the questions that you need answered.
Yeah.
And that'll make like good connections. And same thing with like peers. Like, again, don't brown nose because people can see right through that.
Yeah.
Like,
if you're not genuine. There's so many weird people at art school. Like, you can be yourself. You don't have to. You can be genuine.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like, hi.
unless you're really good at hiding it,
Yeah,
Like-
that's fair.
like me.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
what are you confessing right now? Is this a confessional?
I genuinely don't like either of you. I
Oh,
just want to be on the
that's
show.
I mean, honestly,
Honestly,
I
yeah,
respect it.
I respect it, but my feelings are hurt.
Honestly, I'm going through a really hard time.
But-
It's a good thing we don't have the camera on because I'm crying.
That's gonna be a nice little animatic.
That's just bawling on the floor.
But
Thank you, Jason. That'll be all for today. Just kidding.
But like find the people. It's part of the whole thing of making friends as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like your friends and peers are more likely to give you like no bullshit answers to your questions, whether that's how's my project looking, what should should I do,
Yeah.
It's very important to have that, in a way, collaboration and other voices, because if you just do everything by yourself and not let anyone look at it, you're going to be a little bit of an echo chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you
and-
take advantage of it because you don't realize it until you graduate, but you're like, oh, everyone moved home or everyone's getting jobs. And so it's like you're not able to connect as quickly with those people and have those questions answered as fast, or especially with like your professors.
Yeah.
Like as soon as that class is over, you realize, oh, this is a real person with a life and other classes, and they're busy, and I'm never going to hear from them again.
Yeah.
Like you want to
Use
use it while you're
the
there.
sounding board while you have it, because like for me that was like the main advantage of art school, was to get those opinions, that feedback. How does that feedback and like the things you learned from your peers and your professors, how do you implement all that you learned into your practice today, or do you implement what you learned into your practice today?
Like, what do you mean? Like, is there any sort of lesson I learned?
Like I guess what was like your main takeaways from art school, and like what do you use on the day-to-day from what you learned there? Or if you didn't, that's also an answer.
I think a lot of it is like having good relationships with, I guess, the people you work with, like as a freelance sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Again, I learned a lot of how to do some freelance business stuff from my peers who also went to CCAD, how to sort of talk to a customer, when to promote yourself, how to promote yourself. Like, I need to order business cards again soon because
Those out.
I'm giving those. I've given out a bunch of business cards to people I've actually met in public.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
So
Yeah.
always keep a business card in like your wallet or something when you go out.
I need to do that.
But
My
like
wallet's full.
$27 for 50,
Oh,
which
yeah.
it's all right, but it's like still,
Mhm.
it's that thing of like nobody wants to spend money ever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Very true.
Right.
I don't think I answered your question at all.
Well, that just means it was a bad question. So. we can
Yeah,
go
terrible
away.
question. Next.
I
No,
think that's
no,
the
no.
last of the art school related
Okay.
questions overall.
Oh, what a podcast. Oh, sorry, it's still recording.
Hi.
Hey guys.
Welcome back to the break room for the first time today, but not first time in ever.
Yeah, thanks for joining us again. No more Jason talking. It's our time now. So, sorry, Jason. You have to stop talking for just a second.
You've been kicked out of the break room just
Yeah.
for a second.
Just the two of us in the break room.
Just
Sorry.
the two of us.
We can make it if we try.
We
Anyways.
can make a podcast if we try.
And we really are trying.
Yeah.
Really hard.
What else are you trying at these days, Peyton?
Oh, a lot. My job has paused for the summer, which means
Summer break.
it's summer break again. I get to be a kid again, and I get to just make things, and I'm very excited about that. It's a little nerve-wracking, but it's also very exciting, and it might be a sign from the universe to dive fully into art. I haven't quite deciphered the message completely yet, but I am working on it. So the current
project is to make a plan for my summer.
Hey.
I'm dedicating a minimum of 15 hours a week to working on art-related things, whether that is sketching or doing different like studies and practices or editing for the podcast or carving something at the studio. All of it goes. So treating it like a little job, but like a fun one. A good
one. The one you want.
So, yeah, I have some linoleum things that I'm still in development stage for. Yeah, that's what I got.
For myself, what I have going on, I have a couple of photo shoots coming up. Very excited about those. One product and one engagement.
So cute.
He's so cute. They're a lovely couple, and I'm so excited to capture that. What else am I working on? Oh, I wrote some more, so that's good. Good reprieve, release, feeling like myself. Funnily enough, you feel more like yourself when you're in your brain more and more present. And that's what writing does for me. Not just doom scrolling. Peyton and I were talking about that earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, so my unsolicited advice in the break room is do something that makes you feel not yourself. Feel like you're present in your body.
Mm-hmm.
Find that. It's helping me. Hope
Yeah.
it helps you. That's all I got.
That's very good advice.
Thanks.
I like it. I'll use it.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm writing it down right now.
No, you're not. You just lied. You're just a liar.
You hear the pencil on the paper?
You should go into voice acting.
I'm really good at it. Well, enough about us as individuals, but us together, we're actually doing some really cool things. June 6th, 7th, and 8th, which is a weekend, is the Columbus Arts Festival, which is going to be held, I believe, relatively close to our studio. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember exactly where it's being held, but it is in downtown.
Yeah, just wander around there and you'll find it.
Yeah.
You'll smell it.
Yeah, just try driving through downtown and get really mad when all the roads are closed and then you found it.
Yeah.
That's my favorite way to find things in Columbus, is trying to get from one place to another and all the roads are blocked off because guess what? There's actually a marathon going on and you can't drive anymore. But on a positive note, the studio, our Studio 400, will be open from 12 to 8, the 6th, 7th, and 8th. And I will be here all 3 days. Maddie and I will be here on the 7th together. And we're just going to be hanging out and hope you can stop by. And also today, which is, we're recording this as of the 29th of May. Maddie, tell them what we did.
Oh my gosh, the 29th of May. You know what that is? Art for Franklinton.
Whoop.
Bro, we just did a live podcast episode coming soon.
Yes.
Maybe next month, little teaser there. But we got to interview 5 really amazing people in the Franklinton community and got to see some really awesome art that was being auctioned off, and just really amazing to see everyone show up for Franklinton and see what's being created in our community.
Yeah. Shout out to Blake Compton and Liz Kirkpatrick. Thank you to both of them. They're the ones that helped get us set up with this. They've been super supportive of us. Blake talked to us originally and was like, we want you to do something for the community. And Maddie and I are so honored to have been a part of this. And for it to like genuinely come to fruition and for us to show up. I mean, guys, we sat in the live gallery space with a whole bunch of people and artists and had our microphones out and we're talking to people. And it felt good.
It really did.
It was amazing. So
felt right being in the community, being part of it, and contributing to the ambiance.
It was very nice. And we talked to a lot of creatives and not just like your quote unquote typical artists. So you get to hear from some really unique individuals that are not the people that we've had on before.
Yeah, just a wider range of perspectives and insights. So stay tuned.
It's beautiful. I'm very excited. I'm also very tired. So we did a lot of talking today. And
We have been yapping.
And as soon as we leave this break room, we're going home. And I'm so excited. My social battery is no longer.
Yep.
So
She gone.
So thank you for joining us in the break room. We can't wait to see you next time.
Mm-hmm.
I might bring donuts next time, so
Ooh,
you should definitely show
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
I'll definitely have your favorites. All of them.
Jelly.
Yeah. If it's
Cool.
your favorite, I'll have it.
Cool.
So you have to come back. They're free. All right.
Do not miss it. Do not. Yep. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Just for now.
Or day.
Stay tuned for whatever. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Cut that.
I'm not going to.
Oh my God.
So, inspiration outside of art school. What kind of influences did you have outside of the classroom? Who did you learn from? Not at art school.
Wow, thanks for the question. This totally wasn't fished at all. So,
That pretty good.
so
have fooled me.
you're not making it. You're not making it subtle.
You aren't.
But oh man, laughing at me. It's like childhood again.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding. But before I went to college, I'm still going to lessons. But since I was 11 years old, I've been going to art lessons with my teacher, Scott Hanna, who for the past, I think, 40, 50 years, he's been an inker for Marvel and DC. He's
That's
like,
amazing.
So cool.
he's
50 years?
yeah, he is
Wow.
like the #1 inker. Like he does about what he told me about 90 pages a month.
A month?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, sir. With what hands? Does he have 8?
no, he just has the one. It's very fast,
Wow, that's amazing.
and he's basically taught me like almost anything you can think of that I can do now. It's
Mhm.
like I've had perspective class with him, storytelling class with him, anatomy. Like when I took anatomy class with him, I was probably 12 or 13.
Mhm.
And the
Whoa.
thing he made me do each lesson was, okay, like today we're going to be like drawing the whole skeleton. And then the next week it would be all the muscles and everything. So basically building it up from
Wow.
bottom to
12?
top. Yeah, something like that. And
so nice. I didn't even do that this easy.
You know how to draw
Mhm.
a deltoid,
mhm.
trapezius, fibula? I'm just naming body parts. That's awesome.
Mibula,
Anemone.
Menemema, an enema. Oh, no,
God.
no, that's not part
That's
of
a
it.
different kind of comic.
Oh, which part? But yeah, so I was basically taught almost everything I know by him. Like,
Mhm.
and still I contact him. I need to contact him again soon.
Mhm.
If I ever have any problems with something or have questions, he's always willing to like sit down, talk with me.
That's so nice.
And like to get there, I would actually from Philadelphia to where he's at, it's like an hour drive,
Oh, wow.
and I would make that like every week with my family, you know,
Wow.
to take his lessons, and it was always worth it. And he charges very little because he actually really enjoys teaching people.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, that's so wholesome.
Yeah. And yeah, my life is a lot better with him and his influence in it.
That's so cool.
And like
It's beautiful.
in a way, it's kind of like boot camp in a way every time I
Oh,
go, because like I'll bring the pages and he'll explain what's really good and what needs to be like tweaked,
Mhm.
and he'll explain it like very in depth.
That's nice.
And it's kind of like having a mental workout, but it's like a good workout. And every time
That's amazing.
every time I talk to him about stuff, very supportive, and I leave very energized to do more.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It's the best kind of mentor teacher persona, someone who inspires you to do more.
It's kind
Yeah.
of rare to find.
Honestly.
Was it like
Awesome.
one-on-one with, or was it like a class?
A lot of it was one-on-one,
Nice.
but I did do like class stuff with other people, which
Mhm.
was good. Yeah, I've been learning stuff from him since I was 11. I met him at art show at a small Comic-Con. I was
Wow.
tabling I was tabling that when I was 11.
Oh my
You
gosh.
started tabling at 11?
Yeah,
Hold on, back up.
the local news did a thing on me.
What?
I didn't know I knew we had a good artist in here. I didn't know we had a famous one in here. Come on.
Celebrities.
Celebrity.
I was also on the Columbus news at CXC. They
You were?
yeah, they filmed my
Jesus.
table and stuff.
Oh my
That's so cool.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a humble bragger. What can I say?
Ah, you should
No,
though.
you for how long and I did not know this?
That
That's
we need to talk
awesome.
about it more.
Yes, you should talk about it more.
Oh, my ego's growing so big right now. Wait, that was a lot weirder than. Hold on, pause.
Rewind,
Gotcha.
erase.
Well, speaking of you and making your comics, can you describe the kind of comics that you make?
So a lot of times I would make like little funny cartoon guys doing weird stuff. A lot of them are just mean, crappy people. Like I love shows like Always Sunny and things like
Yeah.
that, where it's like they're like pretty horrible people, but it's funny to watch them still.
Yeah.
Great TV, bad people,
It's like
entertaining.
it's clearly not trying to imitate life at all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But the last Flower Bed issue I did was all like horror based,
Ooh.
like a little comedy stuff in there. But I like to make like horror stuff, comedy stuff, and action sort of work.
Mm-hmm.
That's the next book I'm writing right now. It's like a fighting comic where a guy
Ooh.
fights different monsters and stuff every issue.
Cool.
That's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah.
When do you have like an end goal or end time for that to be? Or is it just an ongoing project?
Like a set number of issues or something.
Like how long do you think until you'll finish it? Do you have like a timeline that you're trying to
When can I
yeah.
read it?
When can I view said comic?
I have no real set thing,
Mhm.
but right now I just finished the second draft of the script.
Oh, so you're like in it.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
it's not just
I'm-
in the brain, it's
yeah.
getting on the
Yeah,
page.
you're doing the thing.
yeah. That's another thing with like art stuff is I was just talking to somebody about this today. Like we'll all like write stuff down, like script it down, do it, but it doesn't really feel like you're doing anything till you actually draw it out.
Yeah.
I drew like the cover for it just recently, just because I'm redoing it. By the way,
Oh, are
because
you?
I don't like it.
Ain't that just the way?
Yeah. But like once you get it down on paper, it's actually interesting. Because past couple months I haven't been drawing that much.
Mm-hmm.
But when I do, it's like, oh, this is actually interesting. This is actually fun.
Yeah.
Doing.
That's why I spent
Until
so
I-
many years of my life
Yeah.
studying
I
this.
miss drawing. I miss drawing so bad.
It's just hard to get back into it when you stop for too long.
I'm
Yeah.
just like behind a camera all the time now, which isn't like a bad thing, but it's just like it's so different.
You're drawing with your eyes.
Yeah, I just crossed my eyes. Just so
Well, if you
all
had a
know.
camera, they could have seen it.
Well,
Yeah. Now they can
eh.
visualize.
Yeah, be creative. Imagine.
Yeah. Draw it.
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, oh, sorry.
Oh, is this the part where I can curse?
I've done it now, so I guess all bets are off.
Which 4-letter word do you want me to say first? I can also.
So dangerous. We'll just go on to the next question then. Before
Oh
it gets
man,
too crazy.
these questions. Am I right?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna bleep that out. That's gonna be really funny. Anyways, we've already talked a little bit about it, but do you have any other specific artists or art that inspires you and your creative process?
When it comes to like art and comics and stuff, my biggest influence I think is like Mike Mignola, who did Hellboy.
Mm-hmm.
His art's like just incredible. He's like a master of shadow and like how to do composition and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Other artists, I really just Jaime Hernandez. He draws like some of the most beautiful characters like you'll ever see. Like whenever you see like an artist who draws bodies and they get like the subtle like either bumps or lumps in the skin or body.
Yeah.
Like he does that with all of his characters somehow, and it's like so subtle. It's hard to get that subtlety of like a little bit of a dip under the chin or something.
That's cool.
Yeah, I try and do that, and they look like dinosaurs.
And he writes great stories, but his like use of like spot blacks and how to hold attention is great. Those are like the two really big ones. I got a bunch of their books at home.
Do you have like a couple favorite comic books?
I mean, Hellboy, that was one. Love and Rockets with Jaime Hernandez again. Bone by Jeff Smith. Without Bone, I wouldn't be drawing comics, I think. So I have his like Thorn comic strip series. I showed you that, CXC.
Yeah.
I actually talked to him at an after party during that show.
That's amazing.
I want to go to an after party.
And Art Spiegelman with Mouse was a big one for me growing up. I talked to him at CXC as well.
Oh my gosh.
You got to talk to everybody.
Yeah, like on that very last day, like near the end, it was slow. And I saw him like on the floor and I was like, I need to talk to this man. Like this is my childhood hero.
Yeah.
And I just abandoned my table and talked to him for like 20 minutes. Very nice guy.
Oh yeah.
Worth it.
So I would tell people going into art school, first year is going to be foundation year, which it's mostly not going to be focused on your major. You're going to be taking classes that sort of open you up to other people's stuff.
Yeah.
Like I took some graphic design stuff. I took fine arts works and all that. Like, were there like some other like non-illustration stuff that you guys took freshman year?
Business.
The Adobe software learning.
I feel like that's necessary though.
Yeah, that's a core
but it just wasn't like
it's like the lib arts.
Anticipating.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't remember a lot from freshman year actually.
It's just a blur. Math, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
or like an English.
some government crap.
It's just not a good math class. Math and art.
They have bad math class and bad art classes at art school.
That's all we do.
But yeah, so get ready for that. Also, like, did you guys live in the dorms? I know you were an RA and you lived there freshman year.
Yep.
Do we sort of have any ideas of like what to tell people moving into dorms with someone?
Be nice.
Yep.
Just be nice. I did it again. I'm sorry. Just please be nice. For the love of God.
She has trauma for being an RA.
It just helps.
You have to
in life.
Yeah. Well, you have to go into it understanding that the person you're moving into probably didn't grow up the same way you did, hasn't lived the same kind of life you have.
Right.
Like they're not what you're expecting a roommate to already know and do, they might not like innately do that.
It is so important to lay out expectations, and most of the time your RA will go over it with you. But laying out expectations outside of a facilitated conversation, like actually saying, oh, I would actually like it if we didn't leave dishes in the sink, because you are going to be living with them for at least a year.
Yeah.
So
I'd like it if you didn't put your White Castle bag on my bed.
Yeah.
That was a real thing that happened to my friend.
Oh.
Someone left me a box of White Castle outside my door. The frozen sliders.
Oh.
Like, you still have to make them?
Yeah. It was like a pack of unopened frozen White Castle sliders. I think I know who left it.
Little crush.
Yeah.
That's a
what
weird value.
gift.
What a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I think back to the roommate thing, hearing my sister's experience with her first roommate, they barely talked, they seemed fine, and then out of nowhere, her roommate moved out, like
That is
left,
wild.
and my sister was eventually told, yeah, she just wasn't comfortable living in that room with you,
What?
or something along those lines. But whatever it was, she never told my sister. So there was nothing to fix.
Yep.
So it's like, if you have a problem, talk about it
In
like
a respectful way.
Yeah, and your like expectations for the space will change as you continue living. Like, because you're gonna notice things you're like, I didn't realize I needed expectations for this part of living together.
The big thing is communication, because
Yes.
like a bunch of 18, 19-year-olds moving in with someone for the first time, like sometimes people maturity levels are not the same,
No.
and a lot of times people will just sort of let stuff simmer because they rather let it simmer instead of having that awkward conversation.
Yep.
Hey, keep your can you put a cap on your hot sauce so it doesn't pour on my desk again?
Oh.
Just the little stuff.
That's the little things.
Oh, I could tell you some horror stories,
Yeah.
So
like too
bad.
graphic.
for the late night podcast.
Oh.
Dissection at
Yeah.
night.
The Patreon.
Midnight dissections.
Ooh.
I'm sure you guys heard some horror stories from other people you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, Maddie's probably
I've
got
seen some.
too many.
I've seen some things that I don't want to. Should not have seen. Should not have heard.
But like, but Maddie, like as a RA, you probably had a bunch of people come to you with like really dumb, petty things like, can you tell my roommate to put their clothes in the hamper?
Oh yeah. Or there was one who got mad that they didn't close the silverware drawer all the way.
Oh.
And that they moved rooms over it.
Well,
Wow.
I would crash out over that.
Personally, I'll break the window.
I feel like
Just
it
kidding,
always
that's
not always, but it usually is just the tiniest of things.
No, it's like the same little thing over and over and over again after you ask someone and specifically say, this bothers me. Can we not? That ignoring of that is what the issue is, not the issue itself. It's the repetition and the disrespect, essentially.
Yeah.
Or the lack of caring. Not the disrespect, but...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they both apply.
Mm-hmm.
There's a level of respect if you just openly ignore someone's
It's like,
request.
I don't care that makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Bye.
And just realize, like, you can, like, if you come at it with, like, the right attitude, you can actually teach your roommates how to live better or give more respect. Because
vice versa, too.
I was very blessed and had 3 roommates I really liked and still talk to.
That's awesome.
One of the roommates who was actually, it's 2 bedrooms in one room and 2 bedrooms in each dorm. So the guy I actually slept in the same room with, I was roommates with for 3 years after.
That's awesome.
Nice.
And, learned a lot from those guys.
Yeah.
One of them actually is now married with 2 kids.
Wow.
23, 24.
Woo. Whoa.
That's amazing.
That's going to be you in 3 years. Maybe
the married part.
Maybe. Hey, 2 years, 1 kid. 5 years, 4.
4.
Yeah, the math isn't mathing, but
4.
Okay, thanks.
it's going to be
So,
Maddie Jr., Maddie the 3rd, Maddie the 4th.
Really mad.
Really mad. Why is this one a girl again?
Oh my god.
Really trying for that boy.
I'm okay on all of that.
It's like Payne had her Littlest Pet Shops in the bag. That's going to be how it is.
Outing me in my Littlest Pet Shop bag. They were just sprawled out on the floor when you walked into the room.
Oh, were you sorting?
I was. I'm a Littlest Pet Shop dealer now.
You're the pet shop plug.
Yes, but I hate those words together.
Yes, but
What, the
no.
plug?
No, but
Yes. And on that note, we're on to our last question.
I use Cash App.
If
well, if you had the choice, I'm going to reword this because I read it wrong. Would you go back to art school if given the choice to do it all over again?
No, I don't think so. And I think that's more personally, I don't vibe with school in general. I don't
That's
think I've
fair.
ever
Mhm.
really vibed with school.
Mhm.
I was a miserable little jerk in high school. But I think I also, I don't think I utilized the things I had really when I was in art school. Like I think sophomore year or something during COVID, like I took a graphic design class and I was like, when the hell am I ever going to use this? So I didn't take it serious.
Yeah.
Almost failed out of it. But like years now, I'm trying to relearn that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's the thing we were talking about with the majors earlier. It's like we're taught to make like a stock pamphlet of like the Grand Canyon or something as the project.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I didn't know like how that would like come into my own career life.
Mhm.
Like if I was told, you can make a book of whatever you want, or like make a comic or a little thing or a book in general, I feel like I would have like been more interested in doing that.
I feel like they geared it so much towards you are going to be freelance and you're going to get jobs that aren't your exact like interest. So we're going to give you stuff that's not your exact interest so you can figure it out when that time comes. But I feel like when you're learning it, if you're doing it based on something you're interested in, you're going to remember more of it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to want to do it more. And like at least then you have the building blocks for how to do it in the future.
Right.
But I think immediately introducing it as this is just like a blank statement, make this thing not geared towards your interest or what you want to do, doesn't make people like want to actually retain it.
I mean, sort of playing devil's advocate here for the teachers.
Yeah.
It's like they can't really tailor it to like, because that's like an all around class. Like that's a required class. Like, here, let's do this so you can figure out how to use the tool, whether that's InDesign or Illustrator or whatnot. You know, make the Coke bottle or something was a big one for Illustrator.
That was an event.
I hate the pen tool.
I love it.
I
use it every day for work.
I still don't like Illustrator.
Oh, really?
I love InDesign though.
I did all of these in Illustrator.
Oh wow! It looks like you drew it.
Thanks.
Because you did draw it.
Yeah.
With the pen tool.
If you guys can't see,
my tarot cards.
Tarot card. Oh, these are the tarot cards.
Yeah.
I don't think you showed me these.
Oh, well, you are welcome to peruse.
Can you give me a reading after this?
I can try.
Okay.
You're not gonna like it.
I found a fortune cookie on my floor. I'm good.
Did you eat it?
No, I didn't eat it. The fortune cookie. I meant the fortune from a fortune cookie. It was like in a pocket or something.
Oh, okay. Well, why? I'm not gonna ask you if you ate the paper. I already know you did that.
So what are you gonna ask me? I'm gonna eat now. I found a pen on the floor. Did you eat the? Did you eat the cap?
You have to eat the paper for the fortune to come true. That's how it works.
It's for luck.
Yeah,
and
if you don't eat it, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I guess
you're not allowed to eat those though.
Why?
Because they're mine.
Now I kind of wanna.
They look tasty.
Eat the 5 of Wands.
So, who's the sponsor for this video? I love listening to the Art Dissection podcast, especially when I have my Raycons on. When I'm not playing Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh my god.
Or on my Squarespace website. I love listening to podcasts on my Raycon. Oh wait, did they pull out? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, pause.
And on that.
Oh. I don't even know how to jump into that one.
You'll probably have to cut all that out.
Maybe.
It'll be fun.
It'll be a giggle.
What is this? So it's 42 minutes. You have about 12 minutes of usable stuff.
Probably.
Yeah. Maybe 10. We'll see.
Yeah. If
It'll
we're
be
like
low.
really generous.
If we're nice about it.
Well, thanks for operating with us.
This was Art School Dissections. My name is Peyton Hunt.
I'm Maddie Gaphart.
I'm Jason Morrow.
Take care of your guts.
Make something cool.
Or bad. I don't care.
Bye.
Bye.